now. An upcoming documentary about Princess Diana is already causing controversy, as it's revealed her sons weren't consulted about it. Investigating Diana's death in Paris will be broadcast on Channel 4 later this month to mark the 25th anniversary of her passing. However, Prince William and Harry have been kept in the dark about the new TV programme, which has promised to forensically examine the conspiracy theories surrounding Diana's fatal car crash. The show will be preceded by another documentary which features Martin Bashir's discredited Panorama interview with the princess, footage that William has requested to be banned. So, should the princes have been consulted, James? What do you think?
There's an element to me that says, nah, maybe, but actually, no. I'll tell you why not. Don't ask a question if you're not going to get the answer that you want, because we know that the princes would say, we don't want this discussed. We know that they don't want to see the documentary put out there. We know that they don't want to see any further dissection of this. And we also know that they really dislike the media and how the media continue to focus. And, of course, it's their mother. But let's be clear, they weren't there. It's a story that consumed so many of us and the whole population, and Channel 4 has form. You know, they have form, other people have form in doing something which they know is going to be popular. And we saw a newspaper in this country for years after Diana's death, that every single day she was on the front page. Why? Because it sold more copies. And so, you know, they were never going to be asked. I think they perhaps should have been told that it was coming down the pipes.
I think so.
But I don't think they should have been asked, because also, even if they did take part in it, my goodness me, what are they going to say? I mean...
But I also think with the 25th anniversary coming, there must be a part of them that expected that there would be documentaries, there'd be new TV programmes, because people are... I mean, some people are obsessed, but a lot of people are still really invested in Princess Diana, in how she died, in the way she died.
And in the conspiracy theories.
Yeah, and because it's a milestone as well.
You'd have thought somebody would have...
Yeah, and I was going to say that, you know, it feels like, you know, it's very much like JFK. I mean, there were conspiracy theories abounded like that. Nobody probably ever asked the Kennedys whether, you know, whether the investigations kind of went into these things. Also, come back to what Tony Blair called her, the people's princess. The point is, that outpouring of... that was the first time that in Britain we'd ever seen that kind of outpouring of love and affection for somebody. I mean, the mountains of flowers and everything else. And it was one of those things that... it stunned everybody.
It changed everything. The relationship with the royal family and all of that.
Do you not think this is... I find this kind of distasteful, and I kept asking myself today, why are they doing it? Well, the answer is, of course, ratings. Your point about conspiracy theories, brilliant, and it's true. And my worry is, the more we talk about those conspiracy theories, do we just re-ingrain them all? Because it's taken us this long to forget all those conspiracy theories in the first place. I don't know, And also, the parallels with JFK aren't quite right, I think, in that
I just meant about the conspiracy theories.
No, indeed, but I just meant the passage of time. So you've got William and Harry. Obviously, I don't think Harry's in the best of places at the moment.
But
I'm not sure that it's a great time to do this.
I mean, it was a rare moment of logic and wisdom from James, frankly, at the beginning, when you said that it was, you know, if you don't want... I checked, it was... If you don't want, you know, if you ask a question, if you're going to be you know, compromised by the answer you might get, it's absolutely bang on. You're making a documentary. If you'd only get all the answers you didn't want if you were to consult them. But maybe a bit of notice. But just on the conspiracy thing for a second, though.
Yes.
I mean, it is it's the one story where you know, even people I know that sort of pull apart conspiracy theories for a living often look at this one and go, do you know, there's a lot of things there that don't add up. So but you can create that with anything.
But Channel 4 does actually say... Channel 4 says they actually put the conspiracy theories to bed, and if that is the case, then that is worthwhile. I just don't know. I'm just very torn by this.
I'm torn by it as well, because, look, the princes are still alive, and we know how traumatised they are by this. But as Penny correctly says, she was the people's princess. Certainly for all of us who were around at the time when she died, we'd never seen an outpouring of you know, devastation on the nation, but then also us re-examining our relationship with the royal family. And that re-examination of our relationship with the royal family has been continuing since then and continues to this day. So I think to say it's up to them as to whether we talk about it, it's up to them as to whether we do it. They should know. But they shouldn't necessarily be consulted on it because,
mean,
as I said, they weren't there.
No.
Princess Diana is so ingrained in pop culture, if you will, because of the way she conducted herself, because of that interview, because of her friendship with Elton John, because of the dresses she wore. She is a modern-day icon. And I really think that, you know, especially because this is a milestone, 25 years, which is hard to believe, actually, 25 years since she died, and because of the focus that there's been on Harry and also William, because of the way the monarchy's going, this is definitely...
You could actually, in a funny sort of way, actually bring her back to Marilyn Monroe, couldn't you? Because actually, with Marilyn Monroe's death, there was also a kind of, you know, conspiracy theories there, and actually a similar iconic woman.
There's a lot of parallels, isn't there, with lots of different kind of iconic characters.
Absolutely.
Politics or culture.
Yeah.